Hi, my name is Baye, and this is my new book, Words by Baye, Art by Miki. I'm going to read a short selection for you, so thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy it. This piece is called Find Your Japan. It was a fluke. Japan and I becoming a thing wasn't planned, prescribed, or preordained in any way. Though sometimes it feels like it was written, and that would be some extremely cool ass irony if it were written, but it wasn't. Nor was I into anything the world decided was cool about Japan. Not anime or manga or J-pop or ninjas or Nintendo or geisha or kimono or Godzilla. Not even JAV. Well, not really. I mean, seriously, how much can you get into pixelated porn anyway? I just wasn't. Oh, wait. Shit. I actually wrote that. Shit. I lie. Not about the porn. I forgot about Clavel. I dug his book Something Awful, read all of them numerous times. Shogun, Gaijin, Taipan, Noble House, King Rat, you name it. Nothing but love. Oh, and sushi. Love me some sushi. But enough to bounce overseas and remain here indefinitely? Nah. It was pure happenstance. I just caught a vibe on that first visit here and hung around till I figured out what that vibe was about. We didn't even get along at first, Japan and I. I didn't fit, it didn't fit, we didn't fit. Japan had to grow on me. Or maybe I had to grow on Japan? That seems more likely, but maybe we just grew on each other. How can I explain this? It's like when you order a pair of pants online. You know your waist size and length, so you're all set, right? And when the pants arrive, you're feeling them. The color is right, the fabric feels good to the touch. All systems are go. Until you try them on. Or rather, you try them on. The pants are too tight, they throttle your thighs, choke your calves, and you damn near catch a hernia trying to fasten them up. The expedient thing to do would be to return those suckers on the double, right? But you get this vibe out of nowhere, and instead of taking the path most traveled, an alternative course of action occurs to you. You decide to make them your aspirational pants. Your thinking is, if you lost a few pounds, Japan would fit you to a T. And let's face it, your doctor, the mirror, the closet, the chest of drawers full of clothes you can no longer fit, have all been telling you for years that shedding a little bit of that excess you couldn't hurt. It might even prolong your life. So, you start a daily regimen, walking, stretching, you cut out the junk food, find yourself a motivational partner, join a gym, maybe quit smoking, cut down on acai super dry, and even say, not today, to them tasty ass Japanese desserts. All that good shit, metaphorically speaking, of course. You must decide for yourself what changes you need to make to fit into those unforgiving trousers. In other words, to construct a life conducive to your new environment and to make the best of the resources available and the opportunities your chosen space affords. If you're lucky, these lifestyle changes will alter your worldview and your place in it. You'll begin to build a trusting relationship with this evolving self. And at some point, you'll realize it was never really about fitting into those pants, was it? It was always about refitting yourself, realigning your attitude, and restructuring your approach to life. It was about the choices we make, the chances we take, the art we create, and the people we choose to share our lives with. McCartney and Lennon once sang, and it makes me misty every time I hear the phrase, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Did they nail it or what? And then, one fine day, damn near a decade later in my case, you'll look in the mirror and smile because you've put in the work, and that new you looks damn good on you. Even others will take notice. Not that it matters, but they will. They'll say stuff like, wow, you look great, yo. What's your secret? You can't give those aspirational parents all the credit, though, can you? They, meaning Japan, was just a trigger you needed to get your ass in gear and a reminder that the path of least resistance might get you there faster, but it won't always equip you with what you need to thrive once you survive. Don't get me wrong, though. When Japan throttles your thighs and chokes your calves, it can be excruciating. So I will not be making the overstatement that this lovely country is the place to set up shop. Take your pick. I'm sure there are many places in the world willing to excruciate the fuck out of you. As I couldn't make any plainer in my first book, How My Name is Loco and I'm a Racist, Japan is not for the faint of heart. Not by a damn sight. For every foreigner I know who has persevered and built a meaningful, fulfilling life here, I know several who regret ever laying eyes on this joint or left as soon as they could. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I refuse to oversell this country to show my gratitude either. There's a Japanese proverb that goes, after the rain, the ground hardens. It's the Japanese version of whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, 20 years here, much of it spent in the rain, and now I'm hard as a rock. Wait, that didn't come out right. But you know what I mean, right? Also, and most importantly, Japan produced and gifted me my wife, Miki, my partner and companion through it all. And she knows what I mean when I say hard as a rock. She should. Wait, that didn't come out right either. What I mean is, she's been by my side ever since my career was just getting started. And, as this book attempts to illustrate, having Miki at my side made this one hell of a ride, one I likely would have abandoned years ago if I didn't have my beloved's hand to hold on to in those rainy days, and on the sunny ones too. In fact, I believe Miki is the essence of that vibe I picked up on during my first visit here. So I can say unequivocally, I love Japan. I thank the big Buddha in every kami for Japan because, by way of Miki, Japan saved my life. Or rather, gave me a life worth saving. I'm glad I chose not to return those genes. I mean, sometimes there's no way to know when you're making the most critical decisions of your life. But staying here has proven to be one of mine, albeit a fluke. That's why I've come to believe that there's a Japan out there for everyone, and maybe even a Miki. A space that will expose you to the personal vision that jumpstarts your creative engine and through a combination of hardships and incentives compels you to shed your self-imposed shackles and untether yourself from the falsehoods that would sooner see you flail than fly. I just happen to find my Japan here in Japan. Thank you. And that's it. Thank you very much for your time. Again, the name of the book is Words by Baye, Art by Miki, and it's available online. You can come to my website, www.bayemcneil.com, and you get all the information about the book, and you'll be able to purchase it there as well. So, thank you very much.